Assassin's Creed Mirage, a game that was actually announced quite a while ago now, and when it was first announced, we of course got that classic cinematic trailer that we've literally been having to watch over and over again, since there's literally nothing else to watch at the moment, or even look at regarding Assassin's Creed Mirage. That is pretty much it. All we have in terms of details and news about the game really is a couple interviews with some of the Ubisoft employees, and also that cinematic trailer, and that cinematic trailer at the moment is the main focus with Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's literally all we really have to go off in terms of information about the game. And in this video we're going to be talking about the dark truth behind Assassin's Creed Mirage, the dark truth behind how Ubisoft are approaching the launch of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and how they have planned out and how they have utilized the pre-sales and pre-orders regarding Assassin's Creed Mirage. We're basically going to be going over the dark truth behind Assassin's Creed Mirage before its release, which will I assume be in 2023, but at the moment we really don't know. We have a small sort of confirmed release window of 2023, but at the moment we really don't know if that'll be the case, since, well, we haven't really had any other news on the game for absolutely ages. So 2024 is also starting to look like a serious possibility. But either way, let's waste no more time and let's get straight into the video. So first of all, let's start with the positives. Assassin's Creed Mirage looks like a great game. It's coming in at a cheaper price of around actually about $45 to $50. And one of the main ideas and focuses with Assassin's Creed Mirage is to go back to the classic roots of the Assassin's Creed series. The first Assassin's Creed game was a favourite for many players, and since then it's basically just become more and more of an RPG, and the specific turning points really was with Assassin's Creed Origins moving over to Odyssey and Valhalla, where the game wasn't really the classic Assassin's Creed game that we were used to seeing with Unity, Syndicate, and all the previous games from Black Flag. Basically every single other Assassin's Creed game, Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla, were completely different. They were RPG games, and they were actually sort of advertised as RPG games as well, but the previous Assassin's Creed games were not RPG games. Those were open world games, but it was in a more dense area. With Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla, these were massive open world areas with loads of different side quests, loads of small encounters, but you were having to, ride a horse or transport in any sort of way from point A to point B, and this could take about 10 minutes sometimes, and there would really be nothing in between that. Whereas in the older Assassin's Creed games, you'd be using parkour all of the time. You wouldn't be using horses or anything like that. Of course, there were other modes of transports, but generally speaking, you were jumping from rooftop to rooftop, and you were going through each of the different buildings, and throughout those buildings were loads of different characters you could meet. It was a more dense area with more to do within smaller areas, if that makes sense, and that's what we'll be getting with Assassin's Creed Mirage. The game is going back to, its core roots, which is definitely a positive, definitely something to look forward to. This means we're getting some of the classic assassin animations, we'll be getting all of that back. The combat is going to be improved. One of the main improvements with Assassin's Creed Mirage is on the stealth system and the parkour system. When it comes to stealth, they'll be improving pretty much every single aspect of stealth, since in recent games such as Valhalla, stealth really hasn't been used that much. It has been confirmed that social stealth will be making a comeback with Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is basically where you are, blending in with the crowd to get from point A to point B. Something that was in Valhalla, but it was awful. It didn't work well at all. So it's nice to see the stealth is going to be improved upon and be a massive focus within Mirage. And we're also going to be getting improved parkour, going back to some of the really popular parkour mechanics within Assassin's Creed, particularly when it came to Assassin's Creed Unity. That's generally considered to be the game with the best parkour system, and hopefully it's going to be even better than Unity with Assassin's Creed Mirage. We'll be getting some really nice parkour mechanics, and they'll be making parkour a massive aspect of the game. So those really are some serious positives looking at the launch of Assassin's Creed Mirage. We're getting a classic Assassin's Creed game here. Now, this isn't unfortunately the end of the RPG Assassin's Creed games. Of course, some people do like them. I don't think they're bad, but I don't think it is what Assassin's Creed should be. We will still be getting, I believe, some RPG style Assassin's Creed games within the near future. Well, maybe not the near future, but at some point in the future we will be getting another RPG style Assassin's Creed game. But it is nice to see that Ubisoft have noticed that the classic, the old Assassin's Creed fans still want to be seeing those old style Assassin's Creed games, and we will be continuing to get those old style Assassin's Creed games with the likes of AC Mirage. But then for those that prefer the RPG style games, they will still be getting those within the future as well. So it's a win-win here, really. We'll be getting both styles of games, and the one that's closest to release, or what should be closest to release, is Assassin's Creed Mirage. So now let's get into, well, what I would consider to be the major drawbacks when we are approaching the launch of Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's something really disappointing from Ubisoft that isn't going to keep fans very happy at all. So to start things off with this part of the video, we're going to go and look at that cinematic trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage. So here we have the Assassin's Creed Mirage cinematic trailer. Now, I'm not really going to be analysing this, watching watching all of it. That's not really the aim here, but I just want to show you that this is all we have regarding news for Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is all we really know. Of course, we have had a few full details, a couple paragraphs here and there, and of course the release window of 2023, but this is pretty much it. This is what we have in terms of Assassin's Creed Mirage details, and you're going to notice something here. This isn't actual gameplay of the game. This is of course a cinematic trailer, and pre-orders have already gone live for Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ubisoft have already released the different versions of the game for different platforms that you can pre-order, so this means paying about $50 or sometimes $70 or even up to $100 to get the certain edition of the game that you want to purchase for whatever platform you want to play the game on, whether that's Xbox, PlayStation, or on the Epic Games launcher for PC. The choice there is yours, but the point is that they are advertising this game already, and they are advertising those pre-orders, making people purchase this game early. And something interesting and disappointing from Ubisoft is that they're wanting people to purchase this game when there's no actual gameplay yet. There is quite literally no gameplay yet on the game. All we have is, yeah, this cinematic trailer, which, yeah, of course, it's a nice trailer. It's a pretty cool cinematic trailer. This isn't actual gameplay. The actual game, Assassin's Creed Mirage, could look completely different, and I think it's worrying that Ubisoft wants people to go ahead and pre-order the game already without any gameplay being released, because, well, this could mean that the gameplay is terrible. It's an awful game. Maybe it won't be, and I really hope it won't be, and there's a good chance that it won't be an awful game, and it will look really nice. Maybe it'll look actually quite close to this, and it's going to be a really nice game to play with great mechanics and a really, really good overall storyline and just a general all-around great game. Maybe that'll be the case. But the fact that pre-orders have already gone live and they're still yet to release any sort of gameplay, even though we're, you know, about halfway through 2023 now, it's looking quite worrying that that is the case, that there is no gameplay yet. We're just getting this cinematic trailer. So I just wanted to show you a bit of this trailer to show you that, yeah, this isn't actual gameplay of the game. Of course it's cool, but yeah, this is not actual Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay, and the game could look completely different. So here I also just wanted to show you that, yeah, you can pre-order this game. This is the game on Amazon, but there's no release date yet. There's no gameplay. We literally just have this singular image, and of course that cinematic trailer to go off, and a bit of a description about the game, and that is literally it. That's all we know in terms of the game, and of course people are pre-ordering this. Big Assassin's Creed fans, or any person that really, you know, might like the look of the game and thinks, you know what, I'm going to pre-order the game. It's not that high of a price for games these days, and it looks pretty cool with that cinematic trailer, and they are getting people to pre-order this game before they even have any sort of gameplay. I do find that quite worrying, and it is quite concerning that that is the way that Ubisoft have gone about this. Usually quite a lot of gameplay and trailers and news is released about the game before the pre-orders go live. Not always, of course, and sometimes we do get really good games that, you know, you could pre-order really early down the line, but sometimes we get games that aren't great, and quite a lot recently with modern games, we're getting games that launch in an awful state. We've been getting that really since Cyberpunk within 2020, and we're still getting that since then. We're getting lots of games like the new Star Wars game that just released in a poor state, and I really hope that won't be the case with Assassin's Creed Mirage, but at the moment you really cannot rule it out at all. So I just wanted to show you there that the cinematic trailer is out, and of course that's been out for about 8 months now, and then of course you can pre-order the game. Pre-orders went live, I believe, at the same time of the world premiere, which was that cinematic trailer. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. So there you go. That really is my main concern and worry regarding this release of Assassin's Creed Mirage. We have a cinematic trailer. It looks like a cool cinematic trailer, and we have a couple details about the game regarding stealth, parkour, and what we can expect from the city of Baghdad and the main character of Basim. And I have actually done separate videos covering all of those details. I'll link those videos in the description below, and yeah, you can find those on my channel. But I do just find this worrying. I find this really worrying that we don't have any sort of official gameplay yet for the game. There's not really any leaks on it either. There's literally no gameplay out there, and very few details about the game. There's not even a release date yet, or even a significant release window. We just know 2023, which even now actually looks quite unlikely. So just quite disappointing there. And also, maybe be careful about pre-ordering the game just yet. Maybe wait for a bit more news regarding the game, and at least a little bit of gameplay, a tiny bit of gameplay, even a screenshot of some in-game footage. That may be enough for some people. It's just quite worrying that, yeah, we can't see any of that yet, and Ubisoft are already milking the pre-orders of the collector's edition and the standard edition across all platforms already, when there is no gameplay yet on the game and just that cinematic trailer. But I just want to make it clear that I don't, you know, 100% think this is going to be a bad game. There's a very very, very high chance this will be a great game, and I really, really hope it will be a great game. And if you want to pre-order the game, you're a massive Assassin's Creed fan, then do it. I don't want to stop you from doing that. If you have a passion for Assassin's Creed Mirage, then go ahead and pre-order the game. That's something you want to do, then yeah, by all means do it. I support that. But yeah, I do just want to make it clear that maybe you should just stop and wait for some gameplay to release, and there's a good chance that, yeah, you might be disappointed come the release of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and there's also a chance it won't release this year. So I did just want to make this video covering the dark truth behind Assassin's Creed Mirage. And yeah, that does just about wrap up things here. On screen now, you are seeing a link to a different video. If that's something you think you'd be interested in watching, then hit the link on the screen and go ahead and join me over there.